Those thoughts are always in the back of your mind, and I think that's what this segment, what we want to talk about, is what churns in the back of your mind when these things happen, and how that affects your relationship, and you're afraid to talk about it.
Yeah. Did you push record?
Thanks so much for tuning in again to Our Second Act with Paige and Silka.
For your second act of life. Hello, everyone.
Paige, again,
Here we are
here
together.
I always love having you here.
Me too.
Yeah, this is it's fun to have you here in person, and just kind of banter too about these different topics that we want to discuss in front of our place. We actually got very lucky with the weather here in California, what the rest of the country's going through, but that's another story too. Picking up again on our series on emotional health as well as sexual health, we had a conversation off camera about menopause and loss of libido and the guilt that surfaces, that we experience as women, that comes up with that, and of course the issues that all causes. And you said you just had a recent conversation with one of your friends.
Yeah, I had a couple of my girlfriends. We had a conversation just last week, and somehow sex came up, and we were all talking about how we don't have much of a libido, and what happens with that. And my girlfriends were saying that it still feels really great that my husband is really attracted to me, even though that my breast might drop a little bit. I've got a pouch here, I've got some rolls here. Like, women love the fact that you're still attractive to your significant other. But what's hard is, and my friends had talked about this, and Silke and I talked about this too, is that sometimes you feel a little bit of guilt when you don't have the libido. And you feel like, gosh, I just don't have it, and I just don't feel like having sex right now. So we thought it was important for not only to bring this out for women to talk about more, but also for men to hear. Because a lot of times men will say to me, well, she just doesn't want to have sex anymore, and she says it's about menopause. And so I said to Silke, the biggest thing that needs to be done in relationships is to have a real, honest, and authentic conversation about what is going on. So if you're a woman going through menopause and you don't have the libido right now, it's really important to tell your significant other, this is what's happening, my levels are low, and you might want to invite your significant other into a doctor's appointment, because it really helps to have the doctor talk about, look, it's not you, meaning your significant other, that something's wrong with your wife or your girlfriend not wanting to have sex with you. Here's what happens in the physical body during this time. And that really helps men to kind of go, okay, so it's not me. Because guess what? There's ego in everything that we do.
Oh, absolutely.
Whether it's, a woman feeling guilty because she's not having sex, and a man thinking, what's wrong with me? How come I'm not, how come she doesn't want to have sex with me? It's so much more than that.
Yeah. Well, and on the other hand too, like with erectile dysfunction, you can't, obviously that's a hormonal thing.
Yes.
But you can't help but think, is it me?
Yes.
Would it be different with somebody? Those thoughts are always in the back of your mind, and I think that's what this segment, what we want to talk about, is what churns in the back of your mind when these things happen, and how that affects your relationship, and you're afraid to talk about it.
Yeah, and if you've watched our show before, I'm big on, you have to bring these issues up. You have to speak truthfully and honestly.
It's hard to do.
I don't have any problem doing that, but I know a lot of people do. So everyone says to me, I'm so afraid I'm going to hurt the other person. Yeah. And I'm like, you know what? If you don't say what the truth is, things never get cleared up. And it might be uncomfortable at the beginning, but if you can work together, like I said, go to a doctor's appointment, talk about it more. And maybe you find different kinds of things to do from a sensual, sexual place that works for both people as well. So there's lots of different options, but talking about it and realizing that women have their emotional roller coasters that they go through, from, oh my God, I feel so bad, to, I don't feel bad at all because today I feel like shit, or, I feel fat, or whatever it might be, or just whatever it might be. And like Silke had said, when men are going through erectile dysfunction, what they're going through and how they feel about themselves and the guilt they carry. So, we're both feeling the same thing, but no one's talking about it.
And there's so many solutions too. Like as you said, we're with hormone
bioidentical hormone replacement
which,
therapy.
oh my gosh, changed my life.
Love it.
Within weeks, it's crazy. And we've done lots of programming on that, and we're going to continue to do more programming on that, because that can change stuff, completely. As well as some of the fun stuff that we've done with, toys and just little enhancements that, really at any age, that's a good thing, but especially at our age, how you can just start having fun again with sex.
Yeah. So that's what we wanted to talk to you about today.
Is there anything that you want to leave us with?
Just that it's okay. Everybody's going through that at some time or another, and sometimes both people are going through it at the same time. When it comes right down to is talk about it, be open about it, and know that it's real and you're not alone in what's going on. It really might not have anything to do with your partner. It really has to do with the physical stuff that goes on after 50.
That's it. Paige, we'll see you next time on Our Second Act with Paige and Silka.
For your second act of life.
Glad you were able to join us today. I hope you found this information helpful. If there's other topics that you'd like to see us cover in the future, please drop us a line. Go to our website, secondact.tv. There's a suggestion box in the upper right-hand corner. We'd love to hear from you and see what your thoughts are. See you next time. Bye-bye.